Okay. Hello, everybody. Today we are going to be sprinting, and specifically, me and Sean, our friend, should be showing up. He's having some technical difficulties, but the plan is to be productive in some fashion. So, Sean, are you going to be reading, or are you going to be doing something else?
I am going to be reading.
What are you going to be reading?
I'm going to be reading the same thing I was reading last week, but this time more awake. I'll be more awake. Confessions of a Born Again Pagan. But I'm taking this time to shout out Time Shelter. I've been reading this as well, and it's really good. But I can't read further for reasons.
You can elaborate on the reasons.
Time Shelter is the selection for my very exclusive book club between myself and my father. And it was my selection, and clearly I'm brilliant because I picked a very good book. Clearly.
What books have you picked that you haven't liked? You know they exist. You didn't like the other one by the author who did Lincoln and the Bardo. You 10th
That's
of
true.
December, right?
10th of December, yeah, I didn't care a whole lot. And I gotta say, Suttree by Cormac McCarthy. For the McCarthy bros out there, this is heresy, but I thought Suttree was a little much. Even for my fine tastes, it was a little much.
I was muted during my whatever you call that when you basically go like at somebody. I did a very long drawn out one at that. Hello, I'm reading American Rapture. Also, that little profile picture is so cute.
What is American Rapture? That sounds fascinating.
You just have the word American in the title, and
I will probably be like,
yeah,
hey,
we
American
were
Pastoral is great. American Tabloid is great. By the way, phenomenal, both of them. Just saying. So now I know what is American Rapture.
Let's see. I'm reading Changes by Mercedes Lackey, Book 3, in the Collegium Chronicles, which is within Valdemar. Very nice. I still need to pick up more Valdemar. Wow, hi. A pigeon is saying hello. A pigeon with a hat on. This reminds me of what is that fake conspiracy theory? That the birds are listening. Is that what it is?
Birds aren't real.
Birds aren't real, and that all birds are just
I mean,
spies.
basically, yeah, you got it right. They're just listening in
Okay.
on
Yeah. Hello, just heard.
it. Oh
Wait,
man,
what?
that was not what I was expecting. May I read the synopsis of American Rapture?
Yeah.
Okay. This is according to Goodreads. A virus is spreading across America, transforming the infected and making them feral with lust. Sophie, a good Catholic girl, must traverse the hellscape of the Midwest to try to find her family while the world around her burns. Along the way, she discovers there are far worse fates than dying a virgin.
So maybe isn't your usual American titled
It sounds pretty
story.
funny.
That is pretty
I
funny.
mean, it sounds satirical, but I guess maybe it's not.
What's the cover look like?
I mean, the little tagline says the end times are a coming. Or no, I added the it just says the end times are coming.
Sean, look at how cute the kitty.
Oh, hi kitty.
There was one morning, we were getting ready to go somewhere, and then we both got distracted because one of the neighborhood cats was just rolling around in our yard. So then we started looking at the window and being like, look at it rolling around, look at it. And Sean, you were the one that distracted me because you saw it, and then you interrupted yourself to tell me about the cat, and then we both just stood at the window talking about how cute it was. Moonbound, though, by Robin Sloan. Birds aren't real, LOL. Yes. I just finished the manga A Cat from Our World and the Forgotten Witch. It was cute. I wasn't sure what I was gonna read because I feel like feel a little unfocused, but I think I'm actually gonna read the newest volume of Spy Family because I haven't picked it up just yet. Middle in the
Ooh.
of The Grace of Kings and loving it. Nice. Purple Dragon says hi, Jen. It's not satirical. It's sort of a zombie apocalypse. It's really good. Deals with some heavy themes.
Ooh.
Um,
Ooh.
and then just people being nice. Um, so we were going through Sean's favorites from 2024, and Sean realized that pretty much all of them. Do you want to say the common thread between all of them?
Well, I don't want to be singled out, but one of them is a excuse me, a memoir of a person who lived through the 60s and 70s.
You don't need to say you don't need to give a synopsis to all of them. You can say what makes them all like, unless you want to.
They're all very Cold War. That's what we put. Cold War era. It's my favorite era that I didn't have to live through. And by favorite, I mean interesting to learn about, but also not a very good time. Not a very good time.
Hello, hoping to get through 5 chapters of Legends and Lattes today, which I'm buddy reading with one of my besties. That's nice. How are you liking it? When I first started, I thought there's no way this is going to even come close to the hype because I read it right when I feel like it was very popular. But I did ultimately, I was like, oh, I get it. I get why everybody loves this. It's just so cozy. Anyway, hopefully you're liking it as well and your friend is. But like I said, I'm going to probably pick up Spy Family because I think a manga is a good thing to pick up in the 45 minutes of a sprint because I'm curious if other people are like this, what your reading habits are. Do you tend to read for really long periods of time? Or are you more breaking things up into small amounts? And when we say small amounts, what does that even mean to you? Because when I think of small amount, I think of somewhere between 25 minutes and 45 minutes. A long amount, I'm like hours. I want hours at a time to read. So, awake, Sean, what would you say is your preferred amount of time for reading in one main session?
I think anything over an hour, I probably need a break. I think at some point I'm like my mind starts wandering, unless it's something really, really, really engrossing. But even then, I think I'm kind of like, oh, I need a snack now.
I definitely end up wanting a snack or I'm like, I'm thirsty or whatever. But I almost think there's a difference for me with telling myself I'm going to read for the next 5 hours and then getting up whenever I need to versus purposefully setting aside 45 minutes and then taking the break and then going back into it for 40 for some
I
reason.
don't know if I've ever read for 5 hours, so that might be the answer to your question there. A long time.
Well, I mean, you were sitting next to me that day that I was like, I have to get stuff done. And then I just turned on our little timer on the TV and pretty much sat and did that all day. Then you wouldn't play pickleball without me.
I
It's
did.
fine though. Yeah,
I
it's
did go
fine.
and play pickleball.
Let's
Sweeping
see.
the nation. Has already
Uh,
swept.
let's see. Oh, a bunch of messages just came in all at once. Let's see. Um, your Cold War exploration, do you think it's worse than now or about on par?
Well, okay. For just civil rights reasons, feel like we're in a better place for sure than like the 60s and 70s. But I don't know. Politically, I don't it's not great at the moment, but so actually, you know what? Yeah, let's fireside chat with Sean. So I I don't want to reveal one of my selections, but it is pretty remarkable how similar back in the kind of whoa, my head's giant.
Sorry.
Back in the kind of Eisenhower-ish era, late 50s, early 60s, how very similar Republicans and Democrats were. They didn't really disagree on a whole lot, and how that really went down the toilet really quick. So I guess in some ways, I don't know if that's a good thing that they agreed on everything. But also, not great as far as look where we are now. So exciting.
I feel bad. I hope that's not what it came across as if I can't focus manga time. I think it's more of I should clarify that the book I want to pick up right now is an epic fantasy, and the manga that I'm suggesting I pick up is Spy Family, which isn't exactly I have to really be locked in because
Hey,
it's
Spy Family is a Cold War era manga.
it is, and you
Sort of.
do love it. So keeping on.
It's making the Cold War fun.
Who doesn't love that? Wish I was reading manga right now, but I'm saving my next one, Vinland Saga, for this weekend for Iceland.
Have you not read any Vinland Saga? Is this like the beginning of your Vinland Saga journey? Because if it is, it's so good.
During our Witch Hat chat, after the chat, I should say, since he's going to Iceland, he asked if it was a good one to read in Iceland, and I'm like, it's a great
one to read in Iceland.
It's great because they're in Iceland, so for part of it anyway. I'm in love with it so far. Yay! I'm a longtime D&D player. Oh, that's perfect. So I'm loving that aspect of it. Have you watched the anime? Nope, totally new. I tend to read.
I looked at the comments, I would have realized that too.
That's okay. Tend to read 20 to 60 minutes at a time. If I read for an hour, I might sometimes switch books in the middle. Oh, interesting.
Yeah, keep things fresh. I like that.
30 to 45 minutes, but I do enjoy hour-long sprints too because it allows for reading plus a couple chores before resetting. That's nice. Enjoy seems like a fun series. Did any of you read Lonesome Dove? No, but that is on the list for both me and Sean and potentially family members of yours.
Yeah, my very exclusive book club, we're going to allow another member.
Are you saying you're allowing me or are you Oh, thanks, even though I'm the one that presented it. Oh, Sean, this is for you.
I actually have not read any Lacar. I don't actually know how to say his name, which I feel like that's actually that's Cold War sin. So
things are not great. Fireside chatted up, comrade. Oh no, I meant me. I'm sorry. LOL. Oh, that's okay. Just started Lightfall today, and so far through 4 chapters, it's pretty good. Is this the arc of Lightfall? Because a friend of mine had the arc and they said it had the most it was the most an arc has ever felt like an arc to them because there were actual typos and stuff. A lot of times arcs are pretty close to the final version. Marcus, you're trying so hard to be here. Well, your camera connected for a second, so I don't know why it's not working. Perhaps this is just your way of retaliating because Sean didn't love the movie recommendation you gave.
Whoa.
Well, you didn't love it.
That's true, but I was trying to, soften the blow a little bit.
I feel like I said that softly. It wasn't too harsh. Reading A Gentleman in Moscow. I see that book around all the time. Yes, I am indeed. For those that maybe didn't see the comment, planning to read Lonesome Dove for its influence on Abercrombie. Hello from Scotland. Hope you're having a lovely night. Oh, that's fun. What time is it in Scotland? I feel like it's got to be pretty late. Gonna read Devil in the Dark Water. Why is that sounds familiar? Hold on. Or am I thinking of Oh yeah, okay, I've seen that one before. I've heard good things. And I think that's one where weren't there people trying to get a specific edition of it? I mean, that's true for a lot of books, but oh hi Roger. Just finished Dust of Dreams, so now moving, trying to find some fluff to heal the pain. Lonesome Dove was excellent, well worth the time. Everybody says that it's really good. Marcus is admitting it, Sean. He's just upset you didn't absolutely love the movie he recommended.
The movie was Heretic.
You didn't hate it, just to be clear.
Didn't hate it.
But it wasn't maybe as loved by you as it was by our friend here. Everybody should recommend Sean movies. Oh, what was the movie recommendation? You just answered.
Yeah, that's what I was doing.
Oh, so this time you did see the comments.
Skip ahead.
Don't have the arc for Lightfall. I picked it up today. Oh, nice. Okay. It's an immaculate read. Oh,
immaculate.
Sounds like a dislike. So anything that's not love is apparently dislike from Sean.
So I read. I thought what was being said was Lonesome Dove was 17 cents right now because I'm an idiot. Not that that was the time. So there you go. I was like 17 cents. What a bargain. Where?
Watch The Substance.
So yeah, I've heard The Substance. Is someone up for an Oscar for that? Not that that really means a whole lot, but
oh, the one with okay. And then she won the
Best Picture, Best Actress.
She won the Golden Globe, right? It's a scary
Marcus says
movie.
it's scary. Oh no.
The Substance?
Yeah, I think it is. It's a horror film.
Roger says he doesn't have enough weird movies to give a good rec.
I'm offended.
Okay, yeah, that's what I thought. Saw The
I want to
Brutalist
see The
today.
Brutalist. Yeah.
And for a 4-hour film, it didn't feel nearly that long, but Nosferatu is perfect for fans of horror and fans of camp. It's fantastic. Which one, Marcus, have you guys watched Parasite? Yes. Sean liked that. You weren't sure if it was quite the masterpiece that you'd heard some people, because we watched it after all the hype for it. I saw most of it, right? I think I came in at some point.
That's a good amount of it.
That's most of my movie watching is I come in at some point and then I'm like, what is this? And then because I don't know.
So Marcus, is The Substance better than Heretic? Is this going to be the next thing I watch and then I'd either disappoint you or we're in agreement?
You guys just need to watch Arrival together.
Dude, exactly.
I'll hang out with Luna. Parasite's coming back in IMAX theater this year. Oh, so we can all view the violence in a giant theater. I mean, I think so, but I thought Heretic was right up your alley. Arrival was great. I know I'm the only one, and it feels like the entire world who didn't like that movie. Oh my god, I'm so down, is what Marcus says. The other day, Marcus sent me to show Sean a clip of that beautiful music that's in that montage scene in Arrival. And it's just two men getting more and more emotional. And I jokingly said, it's almost as if the music is the whole reason anybody feels anything during that scene. I think Marcus, probably another reason Marcus isn't here. Wait. Oh, there you are. As I start dissing Arrival, are you here to defend it?
Yeah, I will not stand for this Arrival slander.
Oh, wait.
I will not stand for this.
Because we're treading familiar ground, as we're wont to do in sprints, I have to show you something Roger sent. it said, he said, this reminded me of the toilet paper discussion in whatever sprint. And it's just, I'll see if you guys can see it. It says, my finger when I use cheap toilet paper. So there you go, everybody. If you missed that particular sprint, that about sums it up, actually. It's just a conversation about how picky we are about toilet paper, and I am the least picky, it would seem.
Your lack of taste when it comes to toilet paper.
That's one way to put it, I suppose. So, Marcus, what are you going to do for this sprint?
I am still reading The Last Argument of Kings. I am about halfway done.
Nice.
It's still taking me a long time. It shouldn't be taking me this long, but I'm working on it.
I'm pretty sure I gave you some homework to do for this sprint.
Yeah, you did.
Did you already?
You did.
You already got it done, though, right? Is the thing.
I've looked up a couple of things, but I don't like I tried even like verifying with Mason, my brother. I was trying to say like, hey, is this correct? And I haven't heard anything back. I'm like, all right, well then I'm gonna have to go back and like look at some more YouTube videos and stuff. It is. That's what I'm trying to say.
For anybody that's curious, about once a week, we've been playing Elden Ring with Marcus because we got it for him for Christmas. And we've only played when we play with him. So every week, because I play melee, Sean plays magic, but there's a difference between magic and
sorcery specifically.
Yes, sorcery specifically.
Sorcery.
Yes. And there's a difference between the sorceries and the incantations. And Marcus thought, I'll be the person that does incantations. And I was like, okay, well, I'm just letting you know, we don't play that way. So you're going to have to look up what you like, and then we'll help you get to those points. And every week, it's like, did you figure out? It's no. So the goal is just let's get through as much of the map as possible so that when you do look into it, you have all the saves, the grace points that you can just go and fast travel to. Somebody hasn't bothered to play it without us, so you're still just stuck with your sucking seal and you're not very good forward.
What if Marcus, like, once he logs off, he's like, okay, good night, guys. Like, man, I hate that game. Wow, just guess I'll play with him next time, but hate
Elden Ring. Oh Lord.
Loved Cloud Atlas in theaters, but does it hold up 10 years later? I don't know. LOL.
I still haven't read.
I think I missed that one initially. Let me make sure. Oh, Roger's throwing shade. Why is Last Argument taking so long? Marcus not loving it.
Oh, I love it. I'm just a really slow reader because I have distraction issues.
As the Elden Ring
distraction issue is my phone.
And sports.
And those darn sports
on his
as I wear a sports shirt. Darn sports.
Reading sprint for me will actually be watching Sprint 2 Peaks. Oh,
David Lynch.
Oh, hello. That's what immersion reading is for. Roger, you're just shading him for no reason.
I deserve it. It's fair. I've tried getting it on Libby, but yeah, it's like a 8-week wait, and it still hasn't come.
It's not on Hoopla?
I didn't know about Hoopla.
Let's check. I mean, it might be a slightly different depending on what your library card is through, if it's through Phoenix or Tucson. Mm-hmm. But I'll look on mine and see.
Yeah, I mean, if you mean that as like a SpongeBob reference, then yes, that it doesn't sound like a lot of Hoopla.
Hoopla!
Why? Hoopla! You guys always find a way to bring up SpongeBob.
It's mostly me. I'm sorry.
Argument of Kings, not of Kongs. Just like imagine Luna Bear's toy. Okay, it's not on Hoopla in Phoenix, it would seem. So, let's see. Marcus, Joe Abercrombie is really good as audiobooks.
Yeah, you've told me like the audiobooks are so good. And I've wanted to listen to them, but yeah.
Roger. I just come across even sassier in text. It's not my fault. Well, normally you also throw in a lot of emojis. Like you'll add the skull emoji all the time. That in particular, I feel like it's almost like you're forcing extra shade in that. It might be on YouTube. Oh.
Okay.
Everybody's just contributing to telling you that the audiobooks are really
Yeah.
good.
Yeah, come
Well,
on, Marcus.
I tried
Yeah.
to make sure you actually got to chat a little bit before we started, but it is now over 25 minutes in. So we should probably get to sprinting. So, as a reminder, I'm going to read a volume of Spy Family. You're reading some Abercrombie. Sean's reading some nonfiction.
Dude, if I get past...
Aristotle.
No, I don't think I'll ever get past Aristotle. He'll keep haunting me. But if I can get past Thomas Aquinas, it'd be great. It'd be great.
Where's I think Luna Bear's over to your left, right, Sean?
Yeah, she's right over there. She's asleep.
Aw. Earlier she was
Oh yeah,
eating-
you can see her. She's right there.
Yeah.
Luna.
Such a cutie. She was because I was bulk filming today and she was very sweet but very needy and it was sad. She kept standing right here and staring at me, or then she got the hiccups, then she got up and was pawing at the ground to get comfortable, and I was just like, okay. Trying to get that done. And then occasionally I'll have just started and she'll do her like noise and I'm just like, all right. It's different if I'm already in, but if it's the very beginning, I'm like, I'll just start over. So, but now she's all wiped out from making noises at me all day.
Oh, there she is.
Oh,
I'm awake now. I heard you guys talking
are
about
you
me.
able to tilt the computer, Sean, so you can see her new bandana? This is her Southwest bandana that
No,
she
I'm
has
not gonna
on.
do that. I don't think. I'll end up
Okay, that's
breaking the computer.
okay. That's she has a new bandana because we are going to a cabin next weekend. So now we have a song too. We sing Southwest Luna Bear at her. So she's very ready for the cabin and to see Roger and some other friends too. So that'll be a lot of fun. She loves Roger and she loves licking his legs a lot. She licks them a lot. I think because he lets her. So, and you're so tall, Roger. There's so much leg to lick. That's probably part of it too. Okay, I'll go ahead and get the timer ready to go. Let's see. I'm looking forward to my Luna bath. LOL. Let's see. Alrighty. Everybody good to go? Yeah. All right. Here we go. Sprint starting now. Hello.
Hello.
No.
How is reading?
Sean, you go first.
Oh.
I'm listening.
It was good. It was fine.
What are you reading again? You said it was nonfiction, but what are you reading again?
I'm reading. Oh gosh, it's so large. Confessions of a Born Again Pagan.
Wow.
And he's really a big fan of Spinoza, but haven't even gotten to Spinoza. Basically, the entire time I was reading, he was like, look at Thomas Aquinas almost, be a pantheist, but then he chickens out like a little baby. That's what he says in a much smarter way. And I'm like, nice. I got it like all 4 times he expressed that thought. I was like, all right, let's move it along. I get it. Aquinas is almost your guy, and then he backtracks, and then keep it rolling.
How
Too
was your
smart for me.
reading, Marcus?
It was good. I actually have a question, but I can't ask it because it's probably, spoiler related. So I have to I just got to part 2. I just got to part 2 in the book. Big battle just happened, and I'm pretty sure I got it right. But yeah, I'll have to ask you when we play games.
Well, you can't because Sean can't. No, because he's gonna
Right.
read.
Right. I forgot.
Luna, what happened to your bandana?
Did she rip it off? She's like, yeah.
Luna beer. Oh. Oh, I probably shouldn't have done that.
Yeah, she can hear you.
Like,
I know.
yeah.
I was hoping she would hear it more from your speaker and not from. Oh, don't have her tail go down.
She's
No.
like
Anyway. Let's see. Chapter 44 of Rhythm of War. Nice. Gavin, I got ready for bed while planning a video to film tomorrow. Nice. I feel really bad. I stayed up last night to work in my office, which is the room Sean's in, which is next to our bedroom. And Sean was snoring kind of loud while I was trying to do video prep. So then I bought finally the soundtrack to Princess Mononoke so that I wouldn't. Poor Sean. I feel
Why
bad.
would you share such intimate details?
No way.
People snore. It's okay. Yes, Nina's so
I'm
cute.
embarrassed.
I'm
Got her
embarrassed.
bandana off. Do you snore, Marcus?
Only if I'm sick. Like if I'm sick, it's pretty bad. I see. Yeah, like when I was a kid, I had to share a room with my sister, and so she would hate it if she heard any sort of snoring or like loud breathing while we were sleeping. So she would punch me to wake me up if she heard anything and be like, "You have to be quiet." And I'm like, "I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just breathing." So yeah, we'll stop. So I feel like I've trained myself to not snore to an extent, but Emily does say I snore when I'm sick.
I don't snore. When I'm sick, I think I just breathe loudly, and that's the closest thing. My mom snores really loud. My dad snored really
I
loud.
think you just don't know.
You would know.
I fall asleep before you.
You would know. We've been married for basically 10 years. You would know if I snored.
Mm-hmm.
Gavin, I snore too, but my snoring sounds like the score from Princess Mononoke. Perfect. That's perfect.
It's quite a talent.
Yeah, all the different
It
instruments.
doesn't get any better than that. Yeah.
Which piece from Princess Mononoke is it the most like? Because some are not as pleasant as others. Oh, poor Luna Bear. We should probably wrap it up soon so that Luna Bear is not separated from me for too long. And we have to play Elden Ring and get you some incantations finally. Sean can actually play this week because he doesn't have to wake up at 3 in the morning.
4 a.m. Yeah.
Got through 5.5 chapters. Yay. But I feel like Legends and Lattes chapters are quite short. LOL. Well, that's okay. Still a good amount to get through. I was surprised. I did not finish my Spy Family volume. I will say I took pictures of a couple panels and sent them to friends, though. So I was a little distracted. But the most recent part I'm on is so sad. So do you know the premise of Spy Family, Marcus?
I don't, actually.
Okay, so the main character, Lloyd, is a spy. And it's kind of basically Cold War era, except for fictional. So he's a spy, and in order to complete a certain mission, he needs to get a child that he has to pretend is his kid. So he adopts a little girl, and she has to go to this prestigious school where the child of his target, basically his mark, this child of this man goes to the school. So the idea is these kids can get to know each other, and that gets him an in with this person. But this school is very particular, and you have to have a husband and wife. So then he has to find a woman to marry him, which he does because of reasons. And it turns out she's an assassin, which is unknown to him. She doesn't know he's a spy. And then the little girl they adopt can read minds. And
that's right.
The things that she does with her mind reading are never basically the conclusions anybody would come to, because she's like 5. So she does weird things with the information she's given. Okay, have you read the newest volume, Gavin? Because one of the things I sent my friends was a picture of Lloyd. But anyway, so there's the newest part, because everybody's suspicious of everybody, right? Because it's kind of Cold War era. So these little kids see this old man who's been sitting on a bench for a long time, and they think, oh, he's probably waiting to give information to somebody. And then the little girl reads his mind, and you find out all he wants to do is go home, but he can't remember where it is. And I'm like, that's so sad. So they're trying to help him find his way home, but he has no idea what's going on. And everywhere he goes, he thinks it's his house. It's so sad.
Wow, spoilers.
Yeah, sorry.
Jeez.
No.
But anyway, so that's the part I'm on, and it's really sad. There's a lot of parts in this that are like shockingly sad, even though most of it is absolute nonsense and a lot of fun. There's the occasional.
Did not get really a spoiler warning.
Wait, Gavin, I'm gonna send you the picture that I sent my friends. Let me see really quick. Anyway, so it seems like me and you, Marcus, had good reading, and Sean had taxing reading.
Yeah.
That's what it sounds like.
Yeah, Sean, that sounded dense and confusing. To me, though.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So this I just sent it to you on Instagram. Anyway. Oh wait, I see that you saw it. Hold on. I want to know what you think of this panel. Anywho. So I'll have to finish the rest of this another time. But oh, I need to pull myself together. Yeah, that's I feel like that's correct. Anyway, I'll show you in a second, Sean. I feel like Sean, you have a fairly strong. Well, they picked the perfect characters to have as the wife character is like the definition of a waifu, and then the husband character is basically the husbando perfect character type. So the person nailed that because I feel like Sean has a man crush on the man and also has a crush on the wife. And I remember distinctly in the car one day having a conversation of like, so do you feel like you have a crush on the wife character's name is Yor? And he's like, yeah. And then he's like, is that how it is with Lloyd? And I was like, yeah. So, but then we have crushes on the same characters too. Like Yor, I have a lady crush on, and Sean, I think, has a man crush on Lloyd. So all around,
More
everybody.
intimate details of my life just exposed.
We did a whole
These are the
waifu.
details that the people are here for.
We did a whole waifu tier ranking and husbando tier ranking, Sean. So I kind of feel like that cat's already out of the bag.
Yeah.
Mm.
The character that was the most
secret's already revealed.
I think she was the character that was the most agreed upon in our group for top tier waifu. And then Clive from Final Fantasy 16 was top tier. Those are fun. Marcus, we have to make sure that you are familiar with more of these stories so that you can participate as well. And Emily too, because we got to get Emily's thoughts. Oh, a question for you. Where are you in the book, Marcus, in Last Argument of Kings?
So I just
Kings
told
arguing right now
that they are lots of arguments.
Yeah.
Not as dense as the arguments you're dealing with, but there are lots of arguments. I just got to part 2. The Gurkish have invaded Midderland. And Pharaoh is trying to get some revenge. That's right, it's Scott.
As she usually is trying to do, I'd say. Yeah,
she's trying to, and she didn't succeed, and she felt betrayed, but not betrayed, just felt that Baez was just full of empty promises, and now Baez. She might be able to. Yeah, exactly. She might be able to cash in now, but we'll see. I'm guessing not, but we'll find out. And there's something that happened that I'm like, wait a minute, did that happen the way I think it did? And I can't ask yet, but I'll find out.
You know what's funny is the way you described it, it sounded like you were just making up words. The Gurkish invaded Midder.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Exactly. It's all Let's see, Sean, that was all gibberish, right?
That's what I would think, yeah.
I think anybody trying to, in an unstructured way, explain the plot of anything in any fantasy book sounds like a little kid trying to tell you a story. Because if you 100%. Listen to kids try to tell stories, you're not good at it. And it's cute, but you're like, okay, what happened then? I don't know. Because they get so lost in the details that are irrelevant.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like that when I'm describing fantasy books, especially specifically to people who don't read fantasy. Because with fellow fantasy readers, there's this kind of understood, this is all out there. But if I'm trying to explain something to my mom, she's just like, okay.
Yeah. Now, if I try to describe the books I read to my friends, they're like,
They just call you a loser, which is mean.
Loser. It's out of love. It's okay.
Loser.
No, they don't sound like very good friends.
Yeah, they do what they can.
Well, this has been a lot of fun. I'm sorry you had so many technical issues at the beginning.
Yeah, I'm sorry too.
I'm glad you were able to join still. And we do have our trip next week, meaning me and Sean. So no sprint next week. That's why we did the sprint this week. But we'll be back to regular scheduled programming. Oh, what do you think about Giselle?
I mean, where he's at right now, I think is really interesting and kind of funny. But I'm guessing what he's trying. I'm guessing Abercrombie right now is trying to get me to sympathize for him because of his current. I'm trying not to spoil anything for Sean because of his current situation, but I like the way he flips it on its head, where like you think it's going to go this way and it turns out to me kind of funny.
Well, Giselle is such a moron that he becomes
Mhm.
funny. Because I remember for a long time in the first book, I was like, I hate this guy. And then after a while, I'm like, it's kind of funny though, because he's so stupid.
Yeah,
He never stops being stupid, to be clear. He's always a dummy. But I feel like he becomes slightly more likable, especially in book 2.
I just feel like he's insanely naive. Like I maybe I'm not reading the character correctly, but like I've never found like stupid in how like ignorant and like full of himself he is, especially in the first book. But like throughout, it's just like he just doesn't understand like the
Well,
world because it seems like he's just gotten through.
when he
Hmm.
sees a certain someone and thinks that they're very attractive, and then he sees that
Hmm.
certain someone's brother and was like, what if he can tell? That's what I was thinking.
That's
I'll never
hilarious. Yeah.
get out of my head. Got caught up with Witch Hat, hadn't realized the sprint had ended. Oh, yay, though. That's so exciting. Gavin has a Witch Hat video that we did going up tomorrow, I believe, is the plan. And we had so much fun talking about theories. So if you are interested in hearing some, that'll be up soon on his manga channel. But oh, I love Witch Hat so much. I can't wait for the anime. Ah, so excited. Well, anyway, we are, I think, officially going to call it now. It's been almost an hour and a half, 45 minutes chatting, 45 minutes reading. Thanks, everybody who joined. It was a lot of fun. Thanks, Marcus, for pushing through the tech issues. And now we will
Thank
go
you.
back to tech by playing some Elden Ring. And this time with
Yeah.
Awake Sean.
No potato, Sean.
The art is the best in Witch Hat. I will say that's
I said potato. I meant pumpkin. Ha!
Yeah. I don't turn into
after reading Spy or Witch Hat, I feel like coming back to Spy Family, I'm like, oh yeah, most manga's art doesn't look like Witch Hat's. Anyway, thanks everybody for joining. It was a lot of fun. We'll see you in a couple weeks. Bye.